Well, 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 ladies and gentlemen, what have we got here? I'll tell you what we've got. We've got a goddamn megaton in the Nintendo Direct this morning, their E3 Special Direct. They revealed that a new Pokemon type will be in the upcoming X and Y games. Fairy type has been confirmed. It's super effective on dragons. This is crazy. The rumors were true. I can't believe it because it seemed unfathomable. And yet, ladies and gentlemen, it has come to fruition. So there is a lot of news to get through. I'm sure there will be a lot more revealed at the Pokemon X and Y roundtable, which is happening this evening at E3. However, for the moment, we have lots of information and we have some new Pokemon as well. So let's run those down and see what's up with those. The first Pokemon that was revealed was Vivillon, or I think that's how you pronounce his name. Looks to be a bug flying type, apparently. This is a source coming from pokebeach.com. Yeah, it can apparently learn Struggle Bug, not really that interesting. I was thinking that perhaps, you know, this and the other Pokemon, Noivern, that were revealed were going to be fairy, but apparently both of them are flying. Vivillon is bug flying and Noivern is dragon flying, which is rather interesting. I'm not quite sure, you know, what these Pokemon, where you're going to find them, if they're going to be early game, if they're going to be late game, but a new dragon type is always cool, and I guess that Vivillon's probably going to be kind of the Butterfree-esque Pokemon of the game, you know, early on, found early on, and, you know, eventually evolve into that. Seems like an archetype that it would follow, and Noivern perhaps a bit later in the game to be found, but we shall of course see all that as it comes to light. So those guys are cool and all, but you know it's a big announcement when that is nowhere near the biggest news out of this. Fairy type has been confirmed, as I said already. This is a megaton. I honestly didn't expect this at all. It was a rumor going around for so long, but it seems so outlandish and so weird that it would actually happen that I just didn't even imagine it on ever. Like it's just fucking, my mind is imploded right now. I can't really comprehend. But it's super effective against dragon. I don't think anything else has been confirmed as of yet, so we don't know what it resists. There has been some speculation, I believe. Nick linked me to something where it said it was like resisting dark or something to that degree, or was super effective on dark as well. I'm not quite sure about that. We, of course, will want to await confirmation on all those other points, just for some clarification. However, we do know that Pokemon are being retroactively fitted with this typing. So far announced are Jigglypuff, Gardevoir, Marill, and of course the Pokemon whose typing was such a mystery, and now it all makes sense why its typing was such a mystery, is Sylveon, because Sylveon, ladies and gentlemen, is the first original fairy type to be revealed from Pokemon X and Y. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the others. I'm guessing that their original typing will remain alongside a dual typing of fairy. So Gardevoir will be Psychic Fairy, Marill will be Water Fairy, and of course Jigglypuff will be normal Fairy. A lot of people kind of saying, why wasn't Clefairy there? Clefairy should have totally been... Look, they're not going to reveal every single Pokemon that is a fairy type or has been retroactively fitted as a fairy type at this current time. They just gave us a little sample, a subset of the Pokemon that they have decided are going to be fairy type. I'm sure Clefairy will be fairy type when it comes down to it, ladies and gentlemen. There's no need to worry about that. It would seem rather stupid on Nintendo's part if they didn't do that, honestly. So probably, most likely, that will happen. But lots of stuff to speculate on here. This is completely going to change the metagame. This is going to have a massive effect on competitive play overall, and that is something that I'm very interested in. I'm probably going to try and do some kind of podcast on this, try and maybe have a conversation with some people and see what they think on the matter, but for right now we can just speculate. So what do you guys think? What do you think of fairy type? Do you think it's a good idea to introduce this? Do you also think that there's going to be some other surprise announcements, because the guy who leaked this, or the source what this came from at least, he was the guy who was talking about moves having double type moves, which would be weird. If all that comes to fruition as well, then man, you know, this source has been proved correct so far, so I have no idea. The sky is the limit at this point. Anything could happen. Really, it could. There's also the speculation, of course, with the title legends, with Yveltal and Xerneas. What type are they? Are they going to be fairy at some degree? Because it could be the fact that You know, Xerneas is a fairy type because it doesn't really look like it's any other type, and then Yveltal looks like a dragon. Maybe you got fairy versus dragon, though that would of course give Xerneas a distinct advantage. Perhaps they have dual typing in order to counterbalance that. We of course don't know what fairy type is weak to yet, so that is something else we wish to find out, and maybe it will in the end wind up that they both have components which you know, go against each other and which resist each other, and in the end they'll eventually cancel out, which would be really rather interesting. So what else do we know? Well, the new name of the new region has been revealed. I can't quite remember it. I don't see it written down anywhere. It was like Koros or something. Not quite sure at this point in time. I will, of course, have a look at that, and I'll probably pop it in the description just for clarification. There's also some interesting moves that have come out, because we did see a little bit of footage of Gardevoir in action using a new move, and of course Sylveon as well. Sylveon uses a move called Moonblast, which is shown to be super effective against Haxorus, and Gardevoir uses a move called Fairy Wind, which is shown to be, of course, super effective on a Hydreigon. So we know, of course, that that is the case, that Fairy is super effective on Dragon. And Moonblast apparently also has a chance to lower its target special attack stat. I'm not sure if that's a percentage chance or if it's guaranteed, but it's cool to know. Also, there is a new feature in the game called Pokemon Ami. Apparently, it involves you using the touchscreen to stroke your Pokemon. So, I mean, all of you people who have ever wanted to do that ever, now is your chance. Now is your time to shine, or make your Pokemon shine as you clean them or touch them. Or... It just sounds really weird, alright? I don't know what it's going on, if it's a mini game or whatever it is. It's just weird, okay? And I don't really think it has any bearing on competitive play at all, unless for some reason you like stroke the Pikachu and it suddenly gets like 252 attack EVs. That would be nice. It would be a nice time saver, but I highly doubt that is the case. It's probably just kind of a fun mini game thing on the side, and we shouldn't really put too much stock into it, but just be aware that it is there and it was announced today. And then, of course, we have the big news of the release date. We knew it was going to be October. Nintendo have officially now announced the worldwide release date for Pokemon X and Y is October 12th, which is a lot earlier in the month than I expected. I was thinking maybe a 25th or 26th release, but October 12th, early in October, it's coming very soon, guys. We have very little time between now and then. It's really riding up on us like a train choo-chooing down the tracks. We've got to get out of its way, because it's going to run past us, and it's going to, we're not going to, you know, be prepared. It's going to catch us off guard, certainly. But that is pretty much it. I believe that is all the information that has been given out so far regarding the new fairy type, the new Pokemon, and the new Pokemon that have become fairy type. I will of course be updating and uploading more videos as more news comes out on this information. I'm sure that tonight will be a fruitful display of lots of new stuff that they're going to reveal, because there is an X and Y dedicated roundtable from Nintendo. So I hope you guys look forward to it. Leave your comments in the description. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think. What do you think about fairy type? How will it shape the metagame? What is going to happen from this point onwards? Is things going to get crazier? Are things going to get more insane? Because they certainly seem to be on their way to doing that so far. So thank you very much for watching. Do leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and help spread this message around about this new type, and let other people know. A like always helps out in that scenario. Until the next video, which is probably going to be very soon, thank you very much for watching. My name has been NBZ, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.